Okay, today I'm going to be making a Texas sheet cake on my 1917 Hughes Electric Range. Let's get started. Okay, first things first, let's preheat the oven. We'll wait for the coils to start glowing. There they glow. Down there. Okay, the oven is preheating. Okay, now we'll start mixing the dry ingredients of the cake. So I'm making this cake because one of my friends requested that I make this cake for their mother's birthday. So I will be doing so. Anyway, let's get started. So I'm going to be using Swan's Down cake flour because when you make a cake, you use cake flour because the flour is finer than other flours, so it makes the cake softer and lighter. Let me get my flour sifter. My sifter, not my sieve. My sifter. So this aerates the flour and makes it even better. I just floured my pants. Let me get my measuring cup. Okay. So 2 cups of flour. You can expect there to be a mess made with this flour. It's nothing new. When I bake, things get chaotic, but it turns out good. But a true chef is not worried about his surroundings, he's worried about how the food is going to taste. And then he cleans the surroundings later. Okay, that's 2 cups of flour. Let's sift this flour. Okay, there's that. Now we're going to add 2 cups of sugar. So the thing is, my friend's mother cannot have sugar. So I have to use a sugar substitute. It is raining flour in here. What did I do? So, for the sugar substitute, I've never had to bake a cake with a sugar substitute. Wow, it is literally snowing flour. Yeah, leave it to me to make that happen. So I'm going to be using this as a sugar substitute. My first time using this, let me taste it first. It tastes like sugar. I guess this is going to work. So we use 2 cups of this stuff. It looks like sugar and it tastes like sugar. But it's not sugar. I love how the flour just added that dramatic dusting. Okay, we're putting this questionable substance in here. Great, we have that. Now we have to add, I forgot the recipe. I think I add a teaspoon of this. Let me double check. Okay, so we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of baking soda. There's a hole in the bottom of this, so I'm just going to guesstimate. That's a lot more than a teaspoon, but there it was. Now we're going to add half a teaspoon of salt. And a lot of people ask why I throw the salt behind me. To throw it in the devil's eye, of course. Now in a separate bowl, we're going to combine some sour cream and 2 eggs. So I think it's half a cup of sour cream and 2 eggs. This is Rainbow Ware Pyrex. And the glaze in this is lead. But I don't use this every day and my brain is developed. So anyway. But yeah, no, and it's glazed, so it's kind of stuck on there, and it's not crackled, so, and lots of people collect Pyrex. Okay, but anyway, long story short, yes, the glaze has lead in it, and no, I don't care. Let's see, let's go ahead and get our eggs and our sour cream out of the fridge. It's the fridge. Eggs. Where is my sour? There it is. Give me that cream. Okay, let's go ahead and combine this. Oh, and I need to get my beaters. So, yes. Okay, I need a spoon. a spoon because of the corn. How are there no spoons in here? That's rude. Okay, here's one. Okay. Half a cup of sour cream. So the sour cream makes the cake moist. It sounds weird, but it's good. Don't knock it till you try it. From my Hughes Electric Range. Anyway. Okay. Put this in here. Okay. There's that. You didn't see anything. Okay, now we need the eggs. By the way, if you're wondering where I'm throwing these, I'm yeeting them into my trash can. Okay. So, now we're going to mix this. Okay. Why are these not? There we go. Okay, now we're going to add some vanilla extract to this. I forget how much the recipe calls for, but oh well. I think it's 3/4 a teaspoon. We're going to probably put some more. However much I feel like. That's what I always do. Okay. Now I'll stir this a little bit more. Does it taste vanilla-y enough? Could use some more vanilla. Oh, that was a lot. Okay. Okay. There's that. So we'll set this to the side. And now what we're going to do is go over to the Hughes Electric Range. We're going to melt a cup of butter, put a cup of water in that, and put 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder in there. So let's go ahead and go do that. Okay. We'll be using the hottest burner on the range. We're going to clean this. This is what our cake is going in. And I made cookies the other day. Get this. Go ahead and clean this as well. And no, this does not have lead in it. So this is a tin lining and this is a copper outside. All of my stuff does not have lead except for that Pyrex bowl. Now this stove does have asbestos in it, but I don't mess with it every day, so it's fine. Okay, so we're going to melt a cup of butter. Is this a cup of butter? This is 8 ounces, so this is exactly a cup of butter. Okay, there's that. And then we're going to get the cocoa powder. Go ahead and open this. Open, and we need water, but after the butter melts. But I'm going to go ahead and get the water. Ooh, let's use this well water that came from Dallas. Eggs. Tasty treat. So this is some of the water that I got out of the well that I dug at my dad's house. I'm going to use this. Let me wash this first. Okay. You get a wooden spoon to stir this. Melt, butter, melt. It's still melting. Okay, it's about halfway melted. So this recipe all in all is going to use 2 cups of butter total, because there's another cup of butter that has to go into the frosting that I make. I make ermine frosting, but I flavor it with 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and I add some vanilla extract to it. I don't use the classic Texas sheet cake icing or frosting recipe. I use ermine frosting because I like it more. Okay, this butter is almost all the way melted. Still melting. Come on, Mr. Kerrygold, melt. Okay. Okay, it's almost all the way melted. Okay, it's melted. Now we're going to add a cup of water. Okay. Stir this a little bit more. Now we're going to add 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Let me wash off this spoon really quick. Okay, now we'll get that to boiling, and then we'll mix all of our ingredients together. Okay, it's starting to get really hot. Now we just wait for this to boil. You know what they say, a watch pot never boils. Okay, our chocolate is boiling. Perfect, perfect. Okay, now we're going to combine all these ingredients together. Now we'll combine all our ingredients and put it in our greased and floured cake pan. So let's go ahead and mix this chocolate mixture in with the flour and the sugar first, and the baking soda. And then we'll stir it for a while until it cools down so that it does not cook our eggs that we're going to put in here. It says you must add this while boiling hot. Well, let me just make a mess. Now we're going to add in our eggs and sour cream. Let's taste test. It tastes okay with the sugar substitute. Okay, let's go ahead and pour it in our cake pan. Okay. Oh, let me scrape this out of the bowl. Okay, let's put it in the oven to bake. I hope this rises. Okay, we're putting it into the oven. I hope this turns out good. If it didn't, I didn't make it. Okay, now I'm going to make the ermine frosting. So, first, we're going to put this on here, and then we're going to get 1 cup of that sugar substitute. Where is my measuring cup? What the heck did I do with it? Well, I've managed to lose that. This is why I hate measuring cups. Here it is. Okay, so we're going to measure out 1 cup of sugar substitute. There's that. Now we're going to measure out 1 cup of milk. I'm going to use heavy whipping cream actually because it's sweeter tasting. Actually, no, I'm going to use milk. No, I'm not. Yeah, I am. 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 No, I am not. Okay, I've decided. I'm not. No, I am. Okay. Which one? Well, this is kind of expired, so we'll use this one. Yeah, I am. No, I'm not. That's butter. What the heck? Okay. Just kidding. That's not good anymore. But it tastes fine. Okay. No, I'm not. Okay, I'm back with the milk. Okay, now I need 1/4 cup of flour. We're not using cake flour. We're using all-purpose flour. Okay, now we're going to basically make gravy out of this. That'll heat up any day now. Where is my good spoon? I just had it. Gosh, there it is. This is basically making a roux. And we gotta cook it until it thickens up. See, it's not very thick right now. going to go ahead and add 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder to this. And I will add some salt. Okay. Okay, the frosting has thickened up. There it is. So now we're going to add some vanilla extract to this. Where's my vanilla? That was way too much, but it'll still be good. And then we have to add a cup of butter to this. Okay, let's add our butter. Okay, let's add 1 cup of butter. Okay, and we'll let that melt in there, and then when the cake comes out, we'll frost the cake. Okay, I just checked the cake, and it appears done, so let's go ahead and turn off the oven. Pull the cake out, and our frosting is done right on time. There's the cake. Let's put it... Okay, where are we going to put it? We can put it in the warming oven. Okay, let's finish our frosting. Okay, let's frost the cake. Double check that this is done. Yep. Okay, time for frosting. This is the easiest cake you'll ever frost. Okay, and I have completed the cake. Let me show you all this cake. Here it is. And that is how you make a Texas sheet cake. Okay, everybody, eat the cake. Eat that cake. So it's sugar-free.
This is sugar-free and it tastes as sweet. This is good.
Thanks.
It's like the chocolate pudding flavor.
It is. It can't be sugar-free. You don't taste it.